Story time. So, once upon a time in West Los Angeles, I lived with a middle aged Korean American woman. She was Korean by way of Japan, divorced, and owned a small 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom house in West Los Angeles. I met her through a fellow grad student who waitressed at the same Japanese restaurant. That friend, an Okinawan Japanese woman, said June was moody. I was moody too, so I thought little of it. June was so generous. Her English was okay, so we sometimes spoke in Japanese. Her stepmother made kimchi and Korean mochi for us. Only on her days off could June relax and eat Korean food. She would just eat and eat and eat kimchi because you have to be careful with customers. You don't want to smell funny. The 2 rooms at the end of the hall were hers. One was her bedroom, and the other was her piano room. There were days when she would play classical music with a strange passion, and then there were days when she'd be wailing in Korean, sometimes arguing with someone. I tried to be discreet and never asked her about those troubled days when she had long, loud fights in the piano room. I met only her ex husband briefly. He would come by with the alimony in cash. He was a solid man with a face that seemed closed and resolute. I never met her parents, and near the end, I wish I had. Some nights, after her loud arguments, June would sit outside in her car, not daring to come back in. You see, her grandmother had not approved of her parents entirely. June said there was something irregular about her registration. I wasn't sure if that meant her parents weren't married or that there was a problem with the legal status of one of them, or something as simple as forgetting to do the right paperwork. Sometimes I'd hear June apologizing for this to her grandmother. One night, I came home to find my bathroom scrubbed clean with powdered bleach, and the refrigerator was empty. Her grandmother had been there while I was gone.